Hey there friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz, my company is Hello from Liz Mathews, and this is a special edition YouTube video for you today. I am going to be going over my new designs being released at the Jingle Ball 2023, and I cannot wait to share these with you. These have been in the works for quite a while, and today is finally the day I put them out into the world. I have 5 new designs for you, as well as my contribution to the Jingle Ball ornament book that I am looking forward to sharing with you today. And I'm going to give you all of the details about how you can get your hands on these designs. Now, they are all sold through the Jingle Ball, which is a virtual event that happens December 1st through 3rd. Likely you've heard about it, but if not, in the description box of this video, I am going to put some details where you can get more information and also sign up, because the one thing that you have to do to have a fabulous Jingle Ball 3-day experience is buy a general admission ticket. It is $10 and they are available now until the last hour of the ball on December 3rd. But make sure you get yours now. I want you to be prepared and make the most of your 3-day event. I am one of 12 designers who are participating in the Jingle Ball, and we each have a storefront that host exclusive designs, new designs. Some designers have supplies. There are a lot of different things being offered, and what I'm going to tell you today, I can really only confirm about my offerings, Hello from Liz Mathews offerings, and storefront. So be sure to check out the other designers who I will also link in the description box below to see what they have been working on so hard behind the scenes this holiday season. I don't want to forget anything here. Now, with your $10 ticket, your $10 general admission ticket, not only do you get access to the storefronts where you can buy these designs, but you also get hours and hours of entertainment. You get designer meet and greets, all done virtually. You have access to classes, both paid and complimentary. You have an invitation to stitching tables where you can meet other stitchers around the world. It's going to be really great. And today's focus is going to be mainly on and solely on what I will be putting in my storefront. Now, you'll be able to start accessing the Hello from Liz Mathews storefront as soon as the Jingle Ball opens on Friday night. You will find 5 new designs from me, as well as a collection of, you could almost say they're from the vault. They are designs that are kind of winter or Christmas in theme and go back to the beginning of Hello from Liz Mathews almost 4 years ago. A few of the designs have kind of flown under the radar or might be brand new to you, so be sure to check those out. And I will also have all of my later releases that may be more familiar to you, like the Days of Christmas, available as well. Now, something really exciting about my storefront is it's going to host both physical mailed charts and PDF charts. We are shipping domestically physical patterns until they sell out. Yes, the physical patterns are limited in quantity because we only have so much energy. It is the busiest time of year, but we have prepared a limited amount of all of my new releases and previous releases that we are happy to ship domestically. The PDF versions of everything will not sell out. No worries, no stress. They will be available for you until the ball closes down at midnight on, I'm pretty sure it's midnight on December 3rd. So don't worry if you aren't able to nab one of the physical charts, or if you live internationally, you can get your hands on a PDF copy of the chart. What else? I'm gonna pause you for a second to make sure I am not forgetting anything really pertinent. I don't think I am. We're just gonna cruise on. I do have a newsletter that is going out. If you're watching this after Sunday, it's available for you now. It is going out Sunday, and it has all 5 of my new releases, as well as the called for material list. So if you see something you like and you want to start making plans, you can start kitting now. My 5 new releases and everything that you're gonna see in the Jingle Ball from Hello from Liz Mathews is not found in stores. It is available only through the Jingle Ball. So if you see something you like, you must purchase it during the Jingle Ball event. You can head to your favorite shops to get all of the supplies. They will be happy to help you kit things up, and that way you can be very prepared when the Jingle Ball doors open December 1st. Chances are, when you see all of the amazing designs that are being presented by all 12 designers along with myself, you will start to form a bit of a wish list, because I know I sure am. So I've got you covered. I created a Jingle Ball wish list for you to print and use throughout the event. This is available in that newsletter I was telling you about that has all of the called for materials. This is just a quick PDF download. You can fill it out. Maybe you need multiple pages, which I would totally get. You will understand when you see all of the goodness. So print out as many copies as you need, fill it in, check your list off as you are checking out during the ball. But I hope you like this. I hope it makes shopping a little bit easier. So without further ado, let me share with you my 5 new releases and my ornament that are all available exclusively through the Jingle Ball. This is the ornament book that Steph of Lindy Stitches, who is our fearless, amazing leader, puts together every year. This is the 2nd year of the Jingle Ball, so it is the 2nd ornament book available. I do know there are limited quantities of the 1st year ornament book in the Jingle Ball shop, so if you have your eye on that or this interests you, be sure you head there directly. I don't want you to miss it. But all 12 designers have contributed an ornament design for this book, which is available during Jingle Ball, and I wanted to share with you what I created. I have one design stitched 2 different ways. It is the Joy ornament. I had it stitched by Phyllis Lundy. Thank you very much, Phyllis. In both a black fabric and also a neutral fabric. The design is the same, the threads change for each version, and I'm going to give you a close-up of these ornaments. I hope that you like them. Quick stitches, really festive, and they include both cross stitches and straight stitches. You will see that this black version, although it looks like it's getting a little blown out there, also uses gold petite treasure braid metallic thread to stitch the Joy. So you can customize this with any color you like, but this is my contribution to the Jingle Ball Baubles ornament book that you can get not in my booth at the Jingle Ball, but rather in the main Jingle Ball shopping storefront booth, along with some other really great merch that I think you're gonna want. So make sure you add that to your shopping list this year. Okay. And with that, I'm going to share with you my 5 new Hello from Liz Mathews designs. We're going to start with Deck the Halls. This is a festive little piece that I trimmed in antique tinsel garland, and this piece says Deck the Halls. I finished this as a pillow with a velvet back, and this piece uses cross stitch as well as straight stitches and a tiny little bow to hang at the top of, or to stitch at the top of each hanging bell. I just did a traditional little bow there, and I think that tiny bit of detail adds so much to this finish. I just love it. Deck the Halls is 71 stitches wide by 86 stitches high. It uses Weeks Dye Works thread, and it is stitched on 32 count beige linen. Again, all of the details will be in that newsletter if you choose to sign up. That will be delivered right to your inbox, and you will have a full called for list. But that is Deck the Halls. This was originally included in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher 2022 Winter Edition. I love it. I love those bows so much, and I hope you do too. My next design is called Christmas Wishes. It is a 2-for-1 situation, and this is a true Jingle Ball exclusive design. While my other 4 designs might find their way to shops mid next year, Christmas Wishes is exclusive to the Jingle Ball for at least a year. So if you want this, you absolutely have to get this during Jingle Ball in my storefront. It is a 2-for-1 situation. As I said, let me show you the big portion first. This is an oversized sampler that says, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." You know the song, "We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year." I won't sing it all for you, but isn't this beautiful? It's simple, it's monochromatic, it's elegant. It can be a relatively quick stitch, and I just love it. One of the things I love most about this is it is finished in a prefabricated 11x17 frame that I ordered on Amazon. Pretty easy to get, and anytime you can take the daunting task of like framing or finishing a piece off your list, I love it. So this is one way to do that. This was beautifully model stitched by Randy Richards. She did a great job, and not only did she stitch this piece for me, but I also designed a little pillow that includes all of the stars at the bottom because I think they are so charming and beautiful. So let me show you the smaller version that is included in the same chart pack as the large sampler. There you go. It's all the same stars, and I just, combined them and turned them into a quick little stitch that I finished as a little pin cushion, or a pillow, I guess I should say. I did finish this using antique green seam binding, and I just ruched it around the edge, and I thought it turned out really festive and beautifully. Both of these are monochromatic and they call for needlepoint silk. I will let you know, it's noted in the newsletter that you will probably need 2 skeins of thread to stitch the larger version, while 1 will be sufficient for the smaller. Let me give you an up-close view of this so you can see that band of stars or snowflakes, however you want to see them, because I just love them, and I knew that I needed to do more with them when I added them to the top and bottom. So that's it. That is Christmas Wishes. The details on these 2 pieces are as follows. The sampler, let's start with the sampler. It is 266 stitches wide by 153 stitches high. Again, you can finish that in a prefab frame bonus. It is monochromatic and calls for needlepoint silk thread. The pillow stitch count is 67 wide by 67 high. It's a perfect square. Again, monochromatic with needlepoint silk, and it's finished in the antique seam binding. Both pieces were stitched on 36 count cappuccino linen from Fiber on Whim. I think those are all the details you need to know about that. Again, that is my Jingle Ball exclusive for the event. We are gonna move on to Humbug. It is another small piece, which is kind of new for me. I tend to do very larger pieces, I should say, and this is another small quick stitch that can be done in time for Christmas. This piece was originally included in the Black Needle Society Advent box for 2021. The theme was A Christmas Carol, and as you know, Scrooge is Scrooge, and he will go around saying humbug. So that is where the inspiration for this came from. It is surrounded by festive hollies, and again, it uses cross stitch and back stitch, or straight stitch I should say. That's kind of a common theme with a lot of my designs lately. I love the look that minimal straight stitching or back stitching bring to the piece. So this is no exception. It is stitched in DMC thread and trimmed in Lady Dot chenille trim, All of the details are in the newsletter, and I hope that you love this fun little stitch. These colors could easily be adapted, and you can use what you have in stash if you don't have the called for colors. This is a one-page chart, so the cover has the model picture and then the back has the chart. Easy to read and really easily done for this holiday season. The stitch count on this is 60 by 60. Again, uses DMC threads, and it is stitched on 36 count doubloon linen from Picture This Plus. That is Humbug. Next up for you, I have a piece called To All a Good Night. This is the finished piece. I love, love, love this piece and have a lot to tell you about this piece, in fact. It might look a little familiar if you have been watching the Jingle Ball, unfold since we started advertising it a couple months ago. The reason is because I am teaching a class on finishing a Hello from Liz Mathews tree that has a similar design to this. It is not the same, but it is quite similar. This adaptation is the sampler version. It includes the phrase, it's a little bit more spread out, and it's stitched on a neutral piece of fabric versus the tree, which is stitched on a very vibrant blue. I want to be clear that the purchase of To All a Good Night includes only the sampler version. You do not get that similar tree pattern included. But here we have To All a Good Night. We have a kind of homespun inspired torn paper swatch of fabric base that has December 25th kind of placed right above it. You have this scene of a little winter village asleep at night as Santa sails through the air in the sky as snow falls all around, and of course the phrase "To all a good night" as he would be shouting. Isn't it beautiful? Also model stitched by Randy Richards, and this piece is done in Weeks Dye Works threads. It was stitched on 36 count oatmeal linen from Fiber on a Whim, and the stitch count is 113 wide by 108 high. It has a very densely stitched base, but as you move up it gets a little quicker, and it's just beautiful. Again, we're using cross stitch and straight stitch to create this piece. There are so many different fabric options you could use to finish this. I'm eager to see what you all choose, but this is To All a Good Night. And lastly, I have a piece that is extra special and I have been looking forward to chatting with you about for so long. Let me get my notes in order. The last piece, the piece that means so much to me, is called Santa and the Woolmakers. This is a collaboration between me and my mom, Kathy Barrick. We had the opportunity to collaborate on a piece earlier in the year, and we loved it so much that we decided to create another piece for the Jingle Ball. I think that you will see a lot of Kathy Barrick, my mom's style in this piece, as well as things that really are kind of identifiable as Hello from Liz Mathews. I love this piece. Mom came up with the name and I think it's perfect. Let me show you up close what Santa and the Woolmakers looks like, and then I will chat with you about the details. Beth Wixon beautifully models this for us. You have, of course, Santa holding a lamb. You have Mama Lamb beside Santa, a little barn, along with lots of snowflake flowers surrounding the scene. Wow. A lot of snowflake flowers surrounding the scene of Santa. Oh, the white, I'm sorry, is not showing very well in the camera, but this piece is just so beautiful. It was really, really fun working with Mom on this. We have, we tend to send pieces back and forth. She'll start, I'll add a little bit and then send her the design. She'll add a little bit, then send me the design. We tweak and we add. So it really is quite a collaboration between the two of us. And I'll let you guess which parts Mom did, which parts I did. I just love this. Santa and the Woolmakers. It is stitched on 40 count sleeping bear linen from needle and flax, and it uses needlepoint silk thread. Of course, there is a thoughtful DMC conversion included. It is, let's see here, 187 stitches wide by 128 stitches high. There is also a note on the back of the chart, and included in the newsletter, there are a couple thread colors that have minimal stitching done with it, and we have made a note of that. So if you choose not to invest in the needlepoint silk threads for those colors, you can easily substitute DMC and save yourself a little bit of money. But oh, he is so fabulous. Look at that little lamb. So Mom and I don't do a lot of collaborations. It's kind of rare, but what better time than to collaborate than our most happy time of year, which is Christmas. So you will find this in my Jingle Ball storefront, along with the 5 other designs that I shared with you today. Don't forget, sign up for the newsletter if you would like a full called for list. And to get your copy of the Jingle Ball shopping list, I cannot wait to see what you guys add. It's so good, the collection and all of the designs that are included in the Jingle Ball. It's gonna be such a great event, and I cannot wait to see you there. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Take care and happy Jingle Balling.